According to Edward de Bono, there are two types of people in the world. There are satisficers and maximisers. Maximisers will do every last thing possible in order to achieve a goal. Might not be fitness related, can be related to anything in life. Maximisers will do everything that they can to ensure that they do the best that they can possibly do in that activity. Satisficers will do just what it takes just to achieve the minimum level. And you see this in fitness. Some people say, oh, I've run around the block today and I've eaten quite well, and that's just enough. They'll do just enough. They'll do whatever they can get away with, the bare minimum, to try and reach the goal. So sometimes they'll reach it, and if they're just reaching it, that's enough. Other times they'll do what makes them feel like they've done enough. So they run around the block, they eat a little bit better than they have been doing, but they don't get anywhere near the goals. And then you say, well, you need to step it up. And they say, oh, but I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Sorry, but it's not working, it's not enough. Some people can get away with doing that. Some people can cut out bread, go running around the block a few times, and they lose a load of weight and they trim right down. For other people, it doesn't happen. So unfortunately, what works for one person doesn't work for another. So the people who do really well are the people who are always looking for something else that they can do to achieve the goal. Now, although that brings success, being a maximizer, there are some drawbacks in that it can make you quite stressed. It can make you never happy. So some people are kind of blissfully blind to the fact that they're not achieving very well, but they're happy-go-lucky, and that's a good way to be. And I wish I was more like that sometimes. And I think over the years I've learned to be a little bit more like that, because sometimes if you're a maximizer and there's always something else you can do, you're never going to be perfect. So that can be a little bit stressful, and you can never feel like you're achieving. So the balance is trying to get somewhere between being a maximizer who drives yourself absolutely bonkers, trying to do everything that they can, and being a satisficer where you just do the bare minimum. There are times in your life when you can pour it on, when you can go really hard at something, when life's, you've got a little bit more time and you've got more time to devote to that particular thing. And there are times when you've just got to scale back. So if you can get that balance between maybe not always being in the middle, but, being happy when you're at a peak, being happy when you're at a bit of a trough, and just get that balance between a maximizer and a satisficer, that for me is the true mark of success.